Hi everybody. So as promised, I'm going to do a few videos with tips for improving communication skills for you so that you can try them out and strengthen your skills in that area and feel safe to go forward and have those difficult conversations with the people in your life who are important to you, and therefore you will improve connection and feel like you're heard and decrease frustrations, hopefully. Communication is really difficult, and that's where I'm going to start out trying to explain why it's so hard. So, especially when strong emotions are involved with something that you want to communicate, first, that message in your body isn't there in words, it's there in emotions. And so, you yourself need to translate those emotions into words, and then you need to take that translated message and put it through the environment, which is probably filled with its own barriers, whether it's noise or fighting children or built up resentment or fears from other conversations that haven't gone well. And all of those things, it has to go through that difficult environment and be received by the person that you're sending it to. And then they need to take that message that came in words and translate it through their own subconscious mind and conscious mind and through all of the filters that they've developed in life to hear that message through their own perspective. And so between you translating your emotions into words, sending it through an environment potentially filled with boundaries and barriers, and then it has to go through the receiver's filters as well, there's so many chances for that message to be misinterpreted and not heard in the way that it was intended. And so one of the most important things that you can do is to prepare a safe environment for that conversation to take place. And one of the first steps in doing that is knowing and understanding that people don't care what you think until they know that you care. If the person you're talking to doesn't feel safe that you also have their interests at heart, then they aren't able to hear and receive what it is that you're trying to tell them. They're dealing with their own fears and insecurities and worries unless they feel like they trust you. And so the first simple tip that I want you to try until you watch the next video is just to catch that person doing things right and telling them about it. It seems simple, but we let those things fall out of our lives, and sometimes we don't take the time to thank people for things or to acknowledge that they've done things because we think that's just the way it should be or that they should help out as well. But if you could just spend the next few days trying to catch the person that you want to communicate with, catching them doing things right and sharing that with them, that's going to start to build the environment that makes it safe for communication to take place. So just take the time to say, I really appreciate it when you do the dishes when I'm at work. I really love how you put the baby to bed last night for me. I love it when we watch a show together and cuddle at night. I really appreciate it when you get all your homework done without having to be asked. Whatever it is, catch that person doing things right, share it with them. It's going to start to build the environment, and I'll talk to you soon.